Hello, welcome to another WordPress video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your WordPress website set up and going within 10 minutes. I don't think it's going to take us any longer than that. So let's jump into it. I am using SiteGround, and I use the SiteGround site tools to essentially create a new WordPress installation. I didn't remember my username and password, so I hit this dot 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 and hit update admin password, and then that got me access into the back end of the website. So I just logged in, have never logged in before. This is the WordPress starter that SiteGround has. I'm just gonna hit exit because it's not what I want to do. Cool. So here's the back end of the website. I'm going to go to the plugins. I'm going to disable the starter because I already hate it. Deactivate. I generally like to use this SiteGround optimizer, so I'll leave it. Cool. So the first step into kind of getting your website ready is getting all your information correct. So first we'll go to settings and then general. I kind of click through each of the settings tab just to make sure all of my settings are correct for the website. The site title is going to be the Sonoran Room, Music and Lounge. Cool. That's all right. This is all good. Time format looks good. Hit save changes. Cool. Oh, it says there's a new WordPress update available, so I'm going to go ahead and update it right now before we get any of this stuff underway, just to make sure that we're fully compatible. It was awesome. Kind of adding more to Gutenberg. They say the UI is faster, which is always nice. It's going to take a long time for people to move from these other page builders back to the Gutenberg, but it is for good for people who are starting off to use the Gutenberg editor. Cool, so now I'm going to go into the writing settings, which is the second tab. Mail server's fine. This is all, we don't need to change any of this. I'm going to go to reading. Okay. This is where this is going to start mattering. So it's asking me, does it want my homepage to be latest post or static page? I for sure want a static page. So what I'm going to do is, I don't think there are any pages created yet. This is a sample page. So I'll go ahead and make it. I'm actually going to just hit add new in a new tab. It's going to open up a new tab where I'm adding a new page. Oh, they changed this whole block editor. Close this. We'll add the title. This is going to be home. And then I'm just going to publish it. Publish. And then I'll go ahead and refresh the reading settings here. And then it'll give me home page as an option for the static page. Awesome. And then I click Save Changes. Yay! So now we have our homepage set up. Let's go to discussion. Don't think I need anything here. Is this fine? Sure. These are all fine. It can be good to, anyone posts a comment. I don't want an email. A comment is held for moderation, and I don't want an email. Comment author must fill out name and email. Yes. Cool. Let's go to media. This is fine. We'll go to permalinks. Cool. This is set correctly. And then privacy. We'll just click use this page. Okay, awesome. We've gotten all of our settings aligned for our WordPress website. Pretty much ready to go. Now let's start installing some of the main plugins. So I'll show you the top 5 plugins that I'll install on any just from scratch WordPress website. And this is always changing per kind of what's happening with the scene of the page builders and stuff like that. So the first plugin I'm going to install is the classic editor here because we need it in our lives as much as we can get it. Classic editor, awesome, activated. So add new. Second, I'm going to add redirection. Redirection is an incredibly important tool for monitoring and automatically creating redirects for pages that you delete. So it's important that when you delete a page or change a URL of a page, you are redirecting it to wherever the new page is, if it has any SEO value. If you don't, you could potentially lose SEO value by deleting pages or changing the URLs of pages. Redirection will, I'm going to go into the settings here, essentially tell you what's happening here. It essentially monitors for changes in URL and then will help you generate redirects for those URLs. So we're going to go ahead and start setup. Yes, we're going to check both of these boxes. I don't need the IP info. Monitor permalink changes. Keep all log. Yes, continue setup. Cool. Finish setup. It checked the REST API. Looks good. And then we hit finished. Awesome. So redirection is ready to go. Going to go back to plugins, hit add new. So the third plugin I'm going to install is Yoast for the sitemap functionality as well as just all of the SEO functionality that Yoast gives you in terms of being able to add custom metas, titles to your pages, and kind of optimize your keyword strategy across the whole site. So we got Yoast SEO. I'm just going to run through really quick. I've done this so many times, shouldn't take me more than a couple minutes. So go to features. I personally turn some of these off. You don't really need all of them, but just read through them and figure out if you want all of the Yoast SEO features. This is where you can do all of your Google verification, webmaster verifications in the webmaster tools. Awesome. Then we'll go to search appearance. So here it's going to ask me for the name of my organization. I'm going to the Sonoran Room. Awesome. And so what this does is creates a really basic structured data schema for Google to kind of understand your website more, which is great that it kind of offers it bare bones. If you're a local business or somebody that's trying to do custom schema for your website, this Yoast is not going to help you pretty much in any way. So what you can do is set kind of custom metas and description for posts and media, as well as different taxonomies, but I don't really need to get into that right now. I just needed to set my name at the top. Social, you can put your URLs for social, and I'll get into that later as I get the social URLs. And here, these are just some basic tools to something I like to do, go into file editor and just generate a robots.txt. It'll have nothing in it, but it's good to have one too. And then it'll generate you a sitemap as well. And how you get to your sitemap is you go back to the general settings, and then you go to features, and then you hover over the question mark, and then it says see the XML sitemap. And then that's gonna show you the sitemap. Cool. So let's continue on and install the last couple of plugins. So I'm definitely gonna install Elementor, which is one reason to not install the classic editor. But I think I like having both just for that classic WordPress feel inside of the classic editor. So I also generally install essential add-ons for Elementor just for some added functionality, especially if they don't have any other like plugins that they're trying to use for page building. Essential add-ons for Elementor can definitely have some really awesome functionality inside of it that is useful for pretty much any type of site. So definitely recommend installing that one. Those two together. And then we're going to go ahead and grab custom post type UI. Awesome. So custom post type UI is really important for making, custom post types, kind of like posts, but you can do recipes, you can do videos, you can do reviews, you can do whatever however you want to build out your WordPress framework and your theme. Custom post type UI is really going to help you do that. And kind of finally, I am gonna install advanced custom fields as the final kind of trifecta piece between Elementor, advanced custom fields, and custom post type UI are going to be the bread and butter to building fire WordPress websites. So, and let's see, I think I can just do ACF. Oh, extended. I think I just want this one. Advanced custom fields, the classic. We know it. So yeah, this is kind of what a whole like WordPress config looks like to me, in the sense of this collection of plugins. I think that this is a squad right here. This is kind of a squad that I will use. Get good SEO, have really good design tools. You have something that's monitoring for user experience, as well as kind of security is the last thing. And you can use Jetpack or WordFence, and that's kind of what you got there. I mean, there are other options too, but I like those two primarily. So thank you for watching this video. I kind of squeezed it down under 10 minutes, but just went over by like 30 seconds in terms of choosing plugins. Please subscribe. Please like the video. If you want more content or have any more questions, please just put it in the comments and I will try and answer it. Thank you.